For most of the last decade, we asked one question of artificial intelligence. Is it capable? That question has been answered, and it turns out it was the easy one. This is a short briefing about the harder question, the one that decides who actually gets to use this technology where it matters. It is about trust. It begins in Manchester, a city with the rare combination this work needs: research and industry, cybersecurity and government, talent and ambition in one place. The right place to build something whose entire purpose is trust.
Can AI answer hard questions?
Yes, reasoning across law, medicine, code, and finance is no longer the frontier. It is the baseline.
So we pushed further.
And can it do the work, not describe it, do it?
Yes, it schedules, it files, it remediates, it communicates. The moment a system can take an action on your behalf, the nature of the risk changes completely.
From describing the world to changing it. Here is the shift almost everyone misses. Capability has gone vertical. Our ability to trust these systems in production has stayed flat. That gap between what AI can do and what we can responsibly let it do is the real bottleneck now.
Intelligence is no longer the limiting factor. Trust is.
Haven't we solved that? There are governance tools everywhere.
Most of them sit beside the system, not inside it. A policy document, a dashboard, reviewed after the action has already happened. Anything advisory can be ignored under pressure. Governance has to be in the path of the action, or it is not governance.
Bolted on trust is not trust, it is decoration.
So what happens when AI is wrong?
In a chatbot, a wrong answer is an inconvenience. In a hospital, a bank, a power network, a government service, a single unverified action isn't a bug. It is a wrong transfer, a wrong configuration, a wrong filing. It does not stay contained. It becomes an event.
Which means the controls cannot come after the action. They have to come before it.
Then who is accountable?
That is exactly the right question. And it is why governance is not a break. A hospital or a ministry cannot adopt a system it cannot constrain and cannot prove. Governance is not the tax you pay to use AI. It is the permission that lets you use it where a mistake has consequences.
The enabler, not the obstacle. So the question becomes, how do you build trust? Not as a value, as a system.
It decomposes into 4 properties that must hold together. Verifiable identity. Every actor, human or machine, known before, it can ask for anything. Enforced policy. Rules that run in the path deterministically. Human authority. Material actions require a person. And durable evidence. A record that cannot be quietly changed. Remove anyone and the guarantee collapses.
Together, those 4 become one idea, the missing layer.
We call it governed execution. Between an AI's decision and its action, we insert a mandatory layer. Where identity is checked, policy is enforced, a human approves if needed, and evidence is written. It is the seatbelt of enterprise AI, invisible when things go right, decisive when they do not.
For a single action, it looks like this.
Intent is proposed. Identity is verified. Policy is evaluated. If the action is material, a human with the right role approves, and that gate cannot be bypassed. Only then does it execute, under a grant bound to that exact action. And every step writes a receipt. The human is inside the loop, not watching from outside it.
Underneath, it is one control plane. Every request descends through identity and governance before it ever reaches execution or data.
And no organization can ever reach another's. Tenancy is carried through every layer. Isolation is enforced, not assumed.
And can we prove that, afterwards, under scrutiny?
Yes. Every receipt cryptographically binds the one before it. Alter the history, insert, delete, edit, and recomputing the chain reveals it. The record stays trustworthy, even to an auditor who does not trust us. That property, verifiable by an adversary, is often the difference between a no and a yes.
And this is not a whiteboard.
The engine runs today. Identity and signed audit, Aegis and Hermes, are in production. Stella for IT operations is operational. Orion, Iris, Nova, and Sentinel are in beta. The architecture exists. The work ahead is breadth and hardening, not invention.
Where does this go?
Toward a world where governed execution is simply assumed, the substrate under any AI that touches a regulated process. The way encryption became assumed, under any serious system. In time, ungoverned autonomy will look the way unencrypted traffic looks now.
If you take 3 things from this, take these. 1. AI is no longer the bottleneck. 2. Governance can't be an afterthought. It has to be engineered. 3. Governed execution is the missing layer, and it is what Blackhole Labs provides. This is not a request for endorsement, it is an invitation.
Partnership, pilot projects, in a real council or enterprise service, research collaboration with universities, and innovation, built here in the region.
Build it with us, and evaluate it as it is built. Artificial intelligence will transform industries.
Trust will determine who leads them.
Blackhole Labs is engineering that trust. Evaluate it on the engineering.